Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Snigdha Mahapatra, a third year student from KIT School of Law and currently an intern under LexClick. In my previous two videos, I talked about the passing of action under trademark law in India. In today's video, I will be talking about the non-conventional trademarks in India and the issues related to its registration. Now let's get started. Generally, trademarks can be defined as any mark which is distinctive to the product and was related to the origin of the product. An unconventional trademark, however, is another sort of trademark which does not fall into the classification of traditional or conventional trademarks. These trademarks satisfy the states of being a trademark but are hard to register as a result of their unusual nature. Whereas in recent times, the registering authorities have confirmed numerous difficulties because of the quantity of trademarks before them for being registered, the rise in the quantity of unconventional trademarks can be ascribed to the non concrete legal definition provided for a trademark. Section 2, subsection 1 ZB of the Trademarks Act 1999 deals with the definition of trademark. The definition in this section is wide one and mostly illustrative. It would be important to note that the last three classifications in this definition, that is, shape of goods, packaging, and combination of colors, were not there in the definition of mark in the previous act and are often termed as non conventional trademarks. But there are certain conditions that are required to satisfy to register as an unconventional trademark. These are basically: first, the mark should be intrinsically distinctive; second, the mark should be able to distinguish the particular product from other products; and thirdly, the mark should be capable of graphical representation. Now, let us discuss some of the issues regarding the non conventional trademarks. The most important issue is the graphical representation. For the subject of a valid application for registration, the sign must be graphically represented as required by Section 2, subsection 1 ZB. A mark is said to be graphically represented upon fulfillment of three criteria. Firstly, from the graphical representation itself, it is conceivable to find out the mark without the requirement of any supporting examples. Second, the graphical representation can remain instead of the mark itself. And third, the people investigating the trademarks register or reading the trademark journal can sensibly notice the notice or comprehend the object of the trademark from its graphical representation. Any color standards or musical notation or scientific measurements set forth to represent marks must be exact and make it sensibly practical for users of the framework to most likely acquire a reasonable comprehension of the mark. Now, let us discuss some of the non conventional trademarks which have issues for graphical representation. Firstly, it is smell mark. This is an extremely controversial trademark that has a great deal of consideration in recent times. In spite of the issues in registering smell trademarks, few products have already registered as trademarks, whereas many smells have just pulled off because they were dismissed as at trademark registers at various nations. One such illustrative case in which the registration of smell mark was dismissed based on non-satisfaction of criteria of graphical representability among different variables is that of Ralph Siegmund versus German Patent Office. The main issue in this case was whether an olfactory mark portrayed as balsamically fruity scent with a slight hint of cinnamon could be registered as a trademark in regard of specific services. On reference being made to the ECJ by the German Federal Patents Court, the ECJ decided that graphical representation as such is not sufficient for registration and it must meet the accompanying criteria. It must be clear, complete, and exact with the goal that object of the privilege of exclusivity is promptly clear. It must be understandable to those people having an enthusiasm for investigating the register, for example, different manufacturers and consumers. Having set out these criteria, the court observed the accompanying challenges experienced in graphically representing smell marks. That is, representation as a drawing was impossible, and representation by chemical formula would not do, as the chemical formula represents the substance itself and not its smell. Further, registration by chemical formula needs clarity and accuracy, not just as a result of the way that not very many individuals would have the requisite technical knowledge to interpret the smell of a substance from its formula. Finally, the court decided that reasonable and exact graphical representation is unimaginable for olfactory signs, and in spite of the fact that they might be distinctive, they could not be registered as trademarks. However, the situation is different in the US, where the Trademark Manual of Examining Procedure expresses the trademark applicant need not present a drawing of the trademark if the mark compromises exclusively of a non-visual mark, for example, a smell or sound. Rather, applicants are relied upon to present a detailed written description which obviously describes as non-visual mark. Now there are two more marks which should be discussed under non-traditional mark, which I will be discussing in the next video. Please watch the next video and subscribe to the channel for further updates.